Ever wondered what are the worst places to visit in the world? With the allure of travel, we often dream of exotic destinations, picturesque scenery, and unforgettable adventures. But let's flip the script. Not all locations offer an idyllic holiday. Some places, laden with challenges and discomforts, can turn our dream vacation into a dreadful ordeal. So before you start packing, let's take a detour off the beaten path. Well, brace yourself as we delve into the top 10 worst places to visit in the world. Starting off our list at number 10 is the infamous Door to Hell in Dervezh, Turkmenistan. This fiery crater, also known as the Darvaza gas crater, has been burning continuously since its creation in the late 70s, glowing ominously against the stark desert landscape. Scientists initially set it alight to prevent the spread of methane gas, and it's been ablaze ever since. Visiting this crater is a daunting task for several reasons. First, its remote location in the heart of the Karakum Desert makes it difficult to reach, with no established routes or nearby accommodations. Second, the intense heat and the toxic gases emitted from the crater make it a risky proposition for the unprepared traveler. Lastly, the lack of safety measures in place around the site makes it a potential hazard. So, unless you're a thrill seeker with a penchant for extreme adventures, this flaming gateway to the underworld is best admired from a distance, indeed not a destination for the faint-hearted. Moving on to number 9, we have the infamous Death Valley in California. Now, don't let the name fool you into thinking it's a thrilling adventure spot. It's quite the opposite, I'm afraid. Death Valley holds the record for the highest temperature ever recorded on our planet, a blistering 136 degrees Fahrenheit. Imagine being in a place where the air itself feels like a furnace, the ground beneath your shoes is a searing grill, and the only shade you can find is your own shadow. The lack of water sources and the risk of heat stroke make it a perilous place for even the most experienced adventurers. The scenery, while starkly beautiful, offers little respite from the relentless heat. The summer months in particular are a no-go zone for tourists. So if you're looking for a holiday destination, Death Valley might not be the ideal choice. Surely a place to reconsider before planning a visit. Number 8 on our list is the infamous Death Valley, California. This vast desert landscape, while undeniably mesmerizing with its rippling sand dunes and striking rock formations, is also one of the most inhospitable places on Earth. The name itself is quite telling, isn't it? Death Valley holds the dubious distinction of being the hottest place in the world, with temperatures regularly soaring well into the hundreds. The intense heat, coupled with the arid environment, makes it extremely challenging for any form of life to exist here. Not only that, but the lack of amenities and the isolation of the valley can prove to be quite troublesome for visitors. The nearest store or gas station is miles away, and the cell reception is spotty, to say the least. Add to this the potential dangers of dehydration and heat stroke, and you've got yourself a genuine survival challenge. A location that leaves much to be desired. Coming in at number 7, we find an intriguing destination that is more horrifying than it is captivating. This is none other than the eerie town of Pripyat, Ukraine, the infamous site of the Chernobyl nuclear disaster in 1986. Today, it stands as a chilling monument to the catastrophic power of nuclear energy gone awry. You might be tempted by the ghostly allure of its abandoned buildings and the haunting echoes of a life that once was. However, the real terror lies beneath the surface, in the invisible threat of lingering radiation. Despite the passage of nearly 4 decades, the area remains highly contaminated, making it one of the most dangerous places to visit on Earth. Beyond the physical danger, there's a psychological horror that sets in as you walk the desolate streets of a town frozen in time, a sobering reminder of a tragedy that cost countless lives. Definitely a place to steer clear of on your travels. We are halfway through our list, and the destinations only get worse from here. So far, we've journeyed through the 10th terror, the 9th nuisance, the 8th exasperation, and the 7th scare. Each place, in its unique way, has shown us why it's a spot to steer clear of. But hold on to your seats, because we're about to delve into the truly terrifying territories. These are the locales that truly test the mettle of the most adventurous among us. Stay tuned as we unveil the top 5 worst places to visit in the world. Diving into our top 5 worst destinations, number 5 is the Danakil Desert in Ethiopia. This location is often referred to as hell on earth. With an average temperature that often exceeds 50 degrees Celsius, it is one of the hottest places on the globe. Add in the occasional volcanic eruption, and it's easy to see why this is a destination to avoid. Moving on to number 4, we find ourselves in the infamous Door to Hell in Turkmenistan. This gas crater has been burning continuously since it was lit by Soviet petrochemical scientists in 1971. The heat, the smell of burning sulfur, and the potential for harmful gas exposure make this a less than ideal vacation spot. At number 3, we have the island of Ramri in Burma. While it may seem like a tropical paradise, it's actually home to the world's largest population of saltwater crocodiles. These creatures are not shy about attacking humans, making it one of the most dangerous places to visit. And our number 2 spot goes to the city of Pripyat in Ukraine. Once a bustling city, it was abandoned overnight after the Chernobyl nuclear disaster in 1986. The area is still highly radioactive, and while some companies do offer tours, the risk of radiation exposure is far too high for most travelers. These destinations truly test the limits of what a traveler can endure. They serve as reminders that our world is full of perilous places, some of which are best admired from a safe distance. As we continue our journey through the worst places to visit, keep in mind that sometimes the most fascinating destinations are also the most dangerous. And finally, the worst place to visit in the world is the Danakil Desert in Ethiopia. This place is a literal hotbed of discomfort and danger. The scorching temperatures that can soar up to 120 degrees Fahrenheit, combined with the complete lack of shade, make this place a living, breathing furnace. The air is thick with the smell of sulfur due to the numerous active volcanoes, and the ground often breaks into deadly acid pools. It's no wonder this place is often referred to as hell on earth, but that's not all. The region is also fraught with political tensions and occasional conflicts, making it risky for even the most audacious travelers. And did we mention the absence of any form of life-sustaining amenities like food and water? Without a doubt, the most dreadful travel destination in the world. There you have it, the top 10 worst places to visit in the world. Let's take a moment to revisit these uninviting locales. We kicked off our list with the 10th terror, a place where the sun scorches relentlessly and water is as precious as gold. Its inhospitable environment and lack of basic amenities make it a true nightmare for any traveler. Following closely was the 9th nuisance, a bustling city known for its unbearable traffic and pollution levels that could make anyone think twice about stepping outside. The 8th exasperation, on the other hand, is a place where the very air you breathe could be your last, due to its dangerously high levels of radiation. The 7th scare, with its frigid temperatures and extreme weather conditions, is a far cry from a winter wonderland. It's a place where survival, not sightseeing, is the order of the day. We then delved into the worst half, starting with a place that's so densely populated, personal space is a luxury one can only dream of. Following that, we looked at a destination where crime rates are as high as the skyscrapers, a place where safety is a constant concern. The final 5 included a city plagued by endless war and conflict, a destination where peace is a fleeting memory, and a place where natural disasters occur so frequently they become part of the daily routine. And finally, we reached the worst place, a location where the combination of extreme poverty, rampant disease, and a total lack of infrastructure makes it the most undesirable destination on our list. These places serve as a reminder that not all destinations offer picturesque landscapes or fascinating cultural experiences. They highlight the harsh realities that many people around the world face daily and remind us of the incredible diversity and complexity of our planet. So as we journey through life seeking out new adventures, let's remember to tread wisely, because as we've clearly seen, not all that glitters is gold. Sometimes it's just an awful travel destination.